Okej, okej. To działa, to działa. Obelus. Obelusie na Teutatesa, stańże się Obelixem. Ha, ha, ha. O nie. Tylko nie ten grubas. Nie ten gruby kot. Alright. I started the stream without any game plan. There are a few things that I should start doing. And that is making molds. Well, preparing for making molds is the most awesome process ever because I have to measure everything. Write everything down so I can cut everything up to the... Cut everything to size. Let's see. Do 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 do. So this mold should be about 4 centimeters by 8. Form levarzaby 8 by 4 centimeters. Yeah. 8 by 4 will be good. Good. Let's see now. Now the frog bow tie. Riveting stuff today on stream. Writing shit down. Three by 5. By 5 centimeters. It's all necessary, all required for making shit. So the stick will be about 2 by 5. 2 by 5 centimeters. Hey, Ecologic, hello, Focus. Hi guys. How are you all? Same goes. So this is going to be like blah, blah, blah. So Grzegorz Brown. His mold is going to be 2x4. How's everybody? Starting the last session of Castlevania. Which Castlevania? Action, yeah. I'm doing fine. Today I don't really have a game plan. I don't know what to do. So what I'm going to do is going to be the most riveting stuff. It's going to be writing down and maybe cutting out the mold borders for the statues that I'm currently working on. Those I haven't watched that. The one in France, and I watched the one with Trevor Belmont and the one based on Castlevania 3 from NES. Oh, yeah. Alright, so this is going to be 2x5, 2x5 centimeters. Hey, non-genius. Welcome, everybody. El gato. Well, I opened myself a beer. Didn't even take a sip for 10 minutes. Bam, bam, bam. 3x4. 3x4. Pistolet. Co jeszcze będzie? Ogon. Ciało. Do. Yeah, I haven't seen that Castlevania as well. Have a question for me? What kind of question you want? If you could do all that in transparent? What could I do all in transparent? What exactly would you want me to do in transparent? Two and a half by 3.5. Um, I'm confused about those acrylic stand in Japan. Slide of paper of character into acrylic. I mean, like, of a character into acrylic. You mean like those, like you have like a crystal and inside you have holographic image or something? That's done mostly with lasers nowadays. Or you have a like a piece of like, imagine this crystal clear, and on the inside you have some kanji. If you're talking about Japanese stuff, and you can see it from every side, for example. It's done with mostly lasers. Acrylic. Sometimes they do that. That's also by, for example, used to be that they did that mostly by doing this. That's, they fill something in. They have a mold. They fill it with acrylic to half, then put that thing that they want inside, and they, because this is already cured, and they pour the rest, and it's then encapsulated, and it's like swimming there. But it depends on which exact effect you want to achieve. Some stuff is more difficult than the others, but mostly the holographic ones, the ones that you do a lot these days, those are made with lasers. Uh, 8. Oh, let's let it be 3 by 8. 3 by 8. Most stuff is simple, like, especially when you know already. Sometimes this sometimes perplexes me a lot. Whenever I'm giving advice to people about sculpting, and in general about things that I know quite a bit about, things that I'm good at. It's very strange to me when I explain things that are obvious to me, and they kind of were always obvious to me ever since I started sculpting. Like, whenever I tried to was figuring out things by myself, being self-taught, techniques, mold making, for example, techniques, and I explain them to some people, and they say that they would have never thought about them, like genuinely, not sarcastically. Or I see them and I ask them how they did something, and I'm really confused because I know much better way, a much simpler way to do things. And why didn't you do this way? It's like, you are a genius. It perplexes me a lot. That's, I think I would be a bad teacher because of that, because I tend to I tend to think that everybody has, like, I tend to think that obvious things that are obvious for me are obvious for everybody else. This is going to be a strange mold. I'm still going to change this because I'm not sure whether I should have his arm so far up. Think about it for a second. That could be important. That could be something I should do. What's the link? Acrylic standees, Neftaniev, X and gun. Well, what you just and what you sent seems to me like those are just images printed on a piece of acrylic or plexiglass or something, and they have a little stand there, and they just like that. There are machines that print on plastic. There are machines that can print on anything, really. I once worked at a printing facility like that, where we printed not exactly that kind of things, but similar things for tourists. I could play Samrost, actually. I have it for free. I haven't checked out. Maybe there's something free on Epic Games. So sometimes check it out, and just something cool free for free on that shitty store. Free games: Fear the Spotlight, some kind of horror game, Bendy Dink Machine, and Five Nights at Freddy's. That I'm not interested in. I'll build up. All right. Now tell me, who isn't watching on YouTube? Because I'm counting on you. Log into YouTube and watch the stream on YouTube as well. Just put on paperwork in there. No, there's no point of putting paper there on those things that you do, because there is a machine that you print it on, and it immediately cuts the outline of the plexiglass. And it does a nice enough job. For this sculpt, it's going to be paleta. Brushes are going to be separate molds. Right hand. Wolf. Body będzie. I wonder if I have silicone, enough silicone. Only Twitch? You son of a bitch. I mean, son of a Twitch. You want to support your friend? Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 7, 10. 7 by 10. Might be sideways doing that cheaper. What side's doing cheaper? The things that you want? You want those weeb things? You want some hentai on your desk? Remember, anime is the first step towards being a furry. Do not take that step. No, i tu się nazywa Krzykuniu, dobrze. Very good, very good. Make daddy proud. $12. By 20. 12 by 20. Okay. Wait. I am not writing down one important thing. The depth. Because me stupid. Me very, very stupid. 5, 6, 7. Let it be 8. This should be 4. 40. No, then these statues, all of these statues are for myself, although I will sell them if somebody wants to buy them. The Elgato is going to be a giveaway statue. Heavy Tackles, how are ya? Hello, everybody. Hey, Baggins. 3x4. All right. What's in my diary? It's actually like every year I have a few of these notebooks. All right. Write down everything: to-do lists, mold making stuff for projects. I sketch in them. There's quite a bit of life in those little notebooks they use. I've made a special one for YouTube, ideas and scripts. If I'm going to finally start making those YouTube videos. I have in basement. I have special one for basement stuff. I have little projects of furniture that I wanted to weld. I have, everything that I need to write down in notebook. I have all that. I don't really do journal stuff kind of things. I do like whenever if you pick this book up, it's just straight up facts. It's like straight up things to remember, things to do lists, shopping lists, what I need, ideas. It's not never I write anything like feelings or something, or like descriptions of my day. Not that kind of diary. Ever since I was in the, I did run diaries when I was a kid, but ever since I went to college, I started keeping a book like that every like keeping loads of books like that over the years. I had plenty of these. It's always to-do list, notes, important stuff. Phone numbers used to be. Nowadays, I keep all that in sometimes I draw maps of little places that I go to remember. It's sort of like a video game characters. Like if I was an adventurer, like Nathan Drake. This is something like that for something like Nathan Drake kept throughout his adventures, his notebook. Just boring sculpting stuff here, and boring to-do lists. Instead of like I'm writing down all of the measurements to my sculptures instead of the measurements to a sculptures that go into slots in some kind of ancient tomb. But the idea is kind of the same. All right. E gatto. issue. He'll probably get more confidence. Though there's a problem, little problem. American woman likes themselves some money. Stuff that I don't have. American woman. And I don't have that. I go to America. I can't even get food stamps anymore because they. Democrats have shut down the government. No food stamps for me. I did hey Stefani, welcome. I did install because I've got myself a new memory card. I have new 2 terabytes SSD. Now I have to. I installed it today. I spent like 4 hours copying shit and organizing data on the computer. I have everything ready. I need to start rendering videos. I'm gonna force myself to do it, although I just might end. Hey, Sculpt ID, thanks for showing. Showing what? My file open. Sorry. What I've lost track. Yeah, I need to make the videos for YouTube so I can make up for the lost subscribers. Because I lost 500 subscribers ever since I started streaming, you know what? Yeah, I start streaming. People don't come to the stream, and yet they unsubscribe, son of a bitches. Do you coat plastic with alcohol to achieve a glossy finish? No. If you want to glossy finish on a sculpture, on a statue that's you finished, that is already resin and you painted something, depends on what state of the sculpting process do you want the glossy finish to appear. But varnish is glossy varnish. There are glossy varnishes. Whatever you want, you know, pretty much. 3D printing? What do you mean 3D printing? Anybody wants to give me a 3D printer? Sadly, I cannot afford that one for now. 2 is enough. You pay for shipping? Really? I wonder how much is the shipping. I think I could scratch something up. I see he's charismatic. Charismatic? Who? Me? Yeah. It's not me. It's beer. The charisma potion. Don't worry, as soon as it's finished, I'll be back drinking tea. It's gonna be all good old boring Tom. I mean, sorry, Mankej. I mean, sorry, Tarzan. Now the frog. Where is the motherfucking frog? Me too? Thank you. What's next sculpture? Next sculpture that I'm going to start soon, is going to be Stanislav Lem as a bookend. Like, I mean, his face as a bookend. It's going to be themed like a Solaris, like his book Solaris. If you ever read it, it's about like a living ocean that can take shape of stuff. Uh, 7. So that's going to be the next thing that I'll do. I most likely will do a stream of me sculpting digitally, and like make a digital sketch for myself, because I want to know exactly how I'm gonna pose it. I'm doing sketching myself on piece of paper, but sometimes you don't see that. If this is going to work out well, I'm going to sketch more of my traditional sculptures in digital first. Jędrek dobry juchas, czese tego złego. 10. 15. 10 by 15. I'll definitely won't have enough silicone to cast everything, and I'm gonna have to buy. Do you buy now? But I'll try. How come you avoid the guest of scans to sculpt? Well, I do mostly commissions, but there are things that I want to sculpt myself. Wait a second. Let me see on Twitch. What are those links on Twitch? It's mine. It's me. She's being generous. Ask for a Twitch Mankej Lamborghini. Why don't copy? All right. I'll definitely have to see how much shipping is for such an item. It would be nice to have a 3D printer. I could print shit. I could sculpt like little things for giveaways, because until I learn how to sculpt, I could sculpt and print giveaway stuff. Though I most likely would keep everything traditional anyway, but digital would be a nice way to make things interesting and finally maybe learn something about digital sculpting. Okay. Music, hello. Yes, I want to continue. Remind me of the material. Which material are you referring to? This? Depends on what exactly would you want to know. 10, 11. And 13. 11 by 13. Okay. Sorry about the boring content today, but honestly, I just don't know what to do today. And this something that I have to do anyway. Write everything down for the mold making, so that I can cut borders exactly how I need them, and not worry about too much lost silicone. Get a quote? Sure. If you can figure out how much. Although I don't know if they figured it out, but packages from United States and to Poland, or the other way around, because I remember I recently in September I tried to send something like to a client in United States, and the only way I could do it was by FedEx, and it was twice as expensive. And that is if they won't charge me additional money in like 3 months, because I had that problem with FedEx, the sending me invoices for additional costs that I couldn't dispute for my packages. And because the normal post office just doesn't send, and most couriers don't send stuff from Poland to United because of the tariffs. They still haven't figured out the tariffs. And the frog is made out of Castellan. This greenish clay is Castellan. This brownish clay is called monster clay. This monster clay, and the green one, Castellan. Medium monster clay and hard great Castellan. No. I forgot transparent acrylic can yellow over time. Yes, transparent acrylics will yellow over time if it's subjected, if it's not varnished with a UV, if it's not UV protected. You can protect it by applying a film over it, a UV protectant film, or like a transparent, sort of like the films that you put on your phone screen. You can put that, or if you want to protect acryl, or you can spray them with varnishes that will do the same thing. But you should not keep them in sunlight, direct sunlight anyway, because they will yellow. I don't think, because I keep most of my stuff in no, I don't think I have anything, because my window is here and nothing is really in direct sunlight in this workshop, aside from maybe the computers, but only in like the early morning. This is a window to the east, sorry, eastern facing window. Any works and visions for TMNT? No, I was actually talking about TMNT yesterday. Sculpting, that is one of the subjects in one of the characters, like TMNT Ninja Turtles are one of those characters like Wolverines, and where so many sculptures have been made of them that it's not even, there's no point of sculpting them even. I just don't see myself sculpting them, even though I like them, and it's a fun subject. It's just no point of sculpting those characters because overdone. Industry saturated. Mm, 5 by 7, 8. 5 by 8. The worst thing is I'm gonna actually have to cut all of that out. Oh man. I don't know if I even have enough PCV. I won't be able to do it because I took everything downstairs into the workshop, and I also need to order some more PCV boards. How much are there nowadays? Do 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 do. PCB board. Oof. It's going to be expensive. And what I mean is this shit. A PCV board. This one's dirty. I already molded with it. I'll like reuse stuff like that as much as I can. Strange. I thought I had more today. More here. Never mind. Never mind. Wait, I need to measure your body as well. Each. Give it 9. 9 centimeters tall. Miss any messages? Yeah, I did. I want to add UV lights on them. UV lights. I don't know. I actually don't know what's the what would be the how much would acrylic resin yellow under a UV light, like constant UV light. I don't know how much it is compared to the sun. 10, 12. And 12. 12 by 22, 21. 12 by 21. Shani. Love this theme from Beyond Good and Evil. I'll need to make tests, maybe. But I assume there are studies on this subject already made for you. Maybe try asking what those AIs, Perplexity or something, and it's gonna tell you how much UV lights does a LED UV light produce, and how much would it take to yellow make a clear resin yellow. Alright, shot. No, it has to be like this. Or like that. And that means it's gonna be 5 by 13. That's enough. Kirk, I'm not measuring because I'm gonna slash cast, slash mold him. Ceramics, no, I'm like sculpting and stuff is my main source of income right now. Making statues. It's not big, it's not a lot, not a great living, but it's okay. I don't need much money. I never was like I never was a high maintenance guy. I like simple stuff. I don't need big, like, fast cars and stuff. I haven't checked you out. Come here. Have you tried using acrylic markers for cartoon style? I mean, for statues? If no, I prefer brushes when it comes to painting. I'm not a painter, to be honest. I don't do 2D illustrative stuff, so acrylic markers not something that I use. Don't need them. Don't need it. In the dark hours of the night. But I like to call 12. We'll sing it. Uh, 11. It's going to be a big one. All right, that's it for now for this. Now, As ChatGPT says, less risky to ask a society. What kind of society? Appreciate what is handmade. Thanks. Unless you're a bot, then no. Where are the knives? So sad, but true. Show me the champion of a life. I'll show you the road of darkness. It was very interesting. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out. Come back anytime. But yeah, speaking of ultra expensive shit, I'm gonna have to order some PCB board. That's alas, this board like the sheets that's this board was from originally. I think I bought that. I bought like 5 sheets and it lasted me 2 years because I was using and reusing them every time I was finished molding something. I'd save that and cut them smaller every time I needed something new until this fateful day where I run out. And couldn't be much clearer. A world needs his warrior, true and right. Damn, this desk is filthy. Gotta do something about it. That cat not doing anything. At least he would clean, you'd think. For the money we spend on this food. I spend 300 every 6 months for my small paintings. On what? On like what do you call them in English? The empty canvases. When I was painting, I had like a moment in my life when I tried to paint a lot. I used to do my own canvases because it was cheaper. I would buy just like a sheet of canvas and then spread them out on wooden boards. And after that, I would, after stretching them, I would use this white guess saw. I don't know if it's the same word in English. You know, the primer paint, white paint. made the canvas. And I made a bunch of them, painted for a while. But I stopped painting. Not a great painter. Deco seems to clean out. Paper is good. Paper when I was doing water-based paints, aquarels. Wait a second. How thick is this so I can measure it out properly? 30. And to say thank you, Sculpt ID. Thank you. Pokimane drama. Shit. Twitch is nothing but drama right now. Keep getting drama. Notifications. So this is 13 by 13, so this can work. 21, it can work. 12, it can work. 11, have the 15s. It won't work, but all right. Never mind. So I'll do this way, this side. It's gonna be easier. No. So we have to have frogs. This is going to be the first one, is going to be the frog's cravat. And we need it like this. 3 by 5 by 3. 3 by 5 by 3 by 5. Three times the same area. All right. Paint small. If it works for you, why not? I try to save money as much as I can. This is Exhibit A, because a lot of people are gonna build molds with like Legos and stuff, and that causes you to get loads of waste silicone. Also, I measure everything, as you can see. I measure everything beforehand. I try to save as much silicone, as much materials as I can. This PCB board, everything. What else? We have 2x5. Two by 5 by 2 by 5. This is Rózga kurwa. No, not kurwa. Krasnala. Right. No. This also is 2 centimeters. Cause I can make it a mile. That's never used. Yeah, I try to be as much like conservative with money as possible. Like, if I'm not using something, then buy it. Although I cannot say that for tools. You know, tools for me are like shoes for a lady. I'll walk into a store, hardware store. It's, look at all the tools. I want everything. A new drill. I'd love a new drill. I have something like that. I will never waste a chance to buy a new tool, whatever it is, for a workshop. Two by 5. By 2. Okay. By 5. Wait a moment. Kurwa. It's not the best material to write on. Especially that it was most recently covered with oily substance. Okay, we have that. We have 2 by 4 by 2. 2 by 4. By 2. N by 4. Now wait a second. How is it possible? 2, 4? No, by 3. I was wondering. How am I adding even numbers and getting an odd one? Is this some... this one, this one, this one. Forget about this one. Like 60% go to waste. Bro, I even scraped all the bottles of the... this is not... I don't do that because of being so cheap. But I'm really environmental conscious. I'm not like some kind of weird person that says the planet's on fire or something. That's idiotic. But I am really conscious about the production of harmful wastes that I do with my sculpting. And for example, I clean and try to get all of my like toxic waste into special selective, because I hate if even like one bug landed in my toxic waste and died, or like a mouse on a landfill or something. It just cringes me right away. I try to not leave any residue on bottles that I throw out of any silicones and stuff. I hate when people litter. Like one of the biggest pet peeves I have is littering. I haven't made... I didn't... make notes on how tall this should be. It should be 4 centimeters tall. Pollution is insane. Yeah, I really try to, segregate everything, and especially those toxic, like silicones and resins that I use. I never throw that shit out into regular dumpsters because I'm really worried about it, that kind of stuff. And even and I have like I've been really angry with the city because of that. Because I've tried to give those. There's been a while for me to try to set up an effective way to get rid of those this trash, of those empty cans of silicone resins. And you cannot really do it. The city won't take them. They sent you to a private company, and the private company just laughs at you because you come in with just like a few bottles of that, and the guy just says to me, "What do you mean? Throw that shit out into the regular trash? People." People that we deal with here just like have containers of this crap, and it's like I can't do it with a clear conscience. Cannot just throw toxic waste out. So I set myself up with a guy who just takes like has this small company that takes dump like that, and he just throws my stuff into, because if in order to throw that stuff away, you have to register with the with like government, and you get a special number and you pay special tariffs on that. You have to pay special taxes on that, and so just throwing a few bottles of resin every once in a while would mean me like 10 more hours a month of bureaucratic shit to deal with that I don't want to. So I just slip the guy some money and he throws my whenever he gets a load from bigger companies, he just throws my stuff there. It's not even like it's a marginal error for them, because it's like 2-3 kilos of mine stuff a month. Yeah, you have to, like, if you want to be like this eco-friendly, there are like harmful substances that they have that little triangle with a exclamation mark. Those you should in some cities I've learned that they have a special container for them that you can throw that stuff out, because like people buy paints, resin, resin that to cover, or epoxy to cover floors with, stuff like that for their houses, and then they just throw it in the regular trash, right? I wouldn't be able to do it because it's my OCD. So they in some cities they have this special container, like a special color of the container. It's so boring, my work today, but it has to be done. All right, what do I want to listen to? Did I do my Duolingo today? I did. All right. Games Workshop controversy. What happened to One Punch Man? Amazon hates Lord of the Rings. There's supposed to be like another show with Lord of the Rings after the movies. Not like a prequel, but taking place after the Lord of the Rings movies, the Jackson movies. Black Phone. Oh, Disney Plus drops Doctor Who. Finally. Let Doctor Who die. One day it's maybe resurrected. Are you a mosquito? Oh, you're just a mosquito lookalike. Fellowship of the Ring. No, there's like a show that's Rings of Power, right? Amazon Rings of Power. Unless there's something that I don't know about. But I heard that they are in pre-production for some kind of sequel. for Lord of the Rings. Three and a half, 2, 5, 7. Is this the last one? No, there are pen brushes. All right. Isn't that a fucking remake? No, the Rings of Power is I didn't know that it was a remake. I thought I heard like a sequel something. But I could be wrong. Remake the first trilogy. Nah, I don't think it's not yet. No, people would be too mad. I mean, I'm so weirded out by they making already remaking Harry Potter, but oh well. I hope that that show Harry Potter one is gonna crash and burn. Because I do not like remakes at all. Of Stranger Things. Oh yeah, Stranger Things I'm definitely gonna watch. I have my problems with that show too, but the last season actually came back to form. It started to get good again because there was like the first season was spectacular, really fun. And then they decided, oh yeah, I think they thought, oh, we hit gold. Let's throw out the idea that we had in the beginning. because I don't know. Damn, I'm focusing on writing and can't talk as well. Um, what I was saying is that in the beginning, when they conceived the idea for Stranger Things and they started making that whole show, the idea for it was that it was supposed to be an anthology series. Everything would take place in the same universe, meaning the same universe with the upside down and all that, this alternate reality. But every show, it would be a different story, different characters, different cast. But they've hit gold with the first one, I guess. They didn't expect it to be so popular. And upstairs, probably from the corporate, came down and said, "Hey guys, you know that idea you had? No, no, no. You make the same stuff again for us, for money." And that's sad. That's sad. But and it led to those next two seasons being mid, really mid. Season 2 and 3. I don't really even recall what was going on in season 2. In season 3, I vaguely remember, but season 2, what was the plot again? I don't know. But season 4 started to get good again. I hate from Castlevania is the difference between studios. Like, different studios made the recent Castlevania. I remember my biggest gripe was the first the Castlevania show that I watched on Netflix. It was good, but the only thing that I hated, and I didn't know why, they've removed one of the main characters from the game. I remember the game had 4 characters. Like, you had Trevor, you had Alucard, you had Sypha, and you had the Hunchback, the pirate. Oh shit, I forgot his name. He had like a weird name, like a pun name. He was a road pirate. I didn't know why they cut him. And it was weird also because he could have been like the comic relief. They wouldn't have to give so much jokes to Alucard then and make him not serious, which he shouldn't be. I have to check out the name of the character. Grant Dynasty. He was a character in the video game. They cut him. Only played 11. I only played, when it comes to Castlevania games, I only played the Nintendo ones. And a little bit of Symphony of the Night. And that's it. Alright, we have some stuff already now. We can swap to 3 centimeters. Masita. I don't know. I never owned a PlayStation aside from PlayStation 4, which one of my subscribers bought me and a client because it gave him a discount on statue, which I believe was definitely warranted because it wasn't so happy with the final result of this car. Better job. I could have done a better job in my new statue. One day I will come to a point where I'm no longer unhappy with my sculpts. Maybe one day when I'm dead. 8x4. And maybe I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be a big Twitch streamer with 1,000 viewers. I'm gonna be dating a big Twitch streamer as well, specifically American. I'm gonna get my visa, my green card. I wonder if the green card lottery this year is going to be after they restart the government in the US. Always the end. Also because they work. I don't know. I never had a problem with unreliable games and PCs. I've been a PC player through and through. All my life. I've known nothing but PC, really. You get a gold visa? No, if you have no. Gold card is for something else. Like for much more. If you want an investor visa, you have to invest $500,000 in low investment zones, if I remember correctly. So in places where there's not much investment going on at all. So I guess that the investments there would be more dangerous. Or $1 million if you're investing in something that's in high investment zone. So, for example, if I guess in New York, if you invested some money in New York, then that would be you would have to invest $1 million, and the gold card is something different entirely, where you have to invest like a few million, like 3 million something, 2 million or 3 million, if I remember Trump's was size. Something like that, he said. And I don't know if that exists, if he made that happen. Anyway, that's an abstract thought, even like having $1 million just like that for investment purposes right now. I'm gonna play you over jackpot more. Hey, Jakub. Guess I don't need that one. Free. Somebody. Free right knight of the right hand and that I used to know. I used to know. That I used to know. Somebody. What a beautiful time for it to have have been in the college. Like that song was playing when I was in third year of college. Well, in between third and the second and third. I remember it played a lot on the radio in the third. move there from company sponsorship. At the moment, only in because Trump suspended all H-1B visas. Like, I mean, not suspended, made them that in order to have a H-1B visa, like instead of spending like a few $100, you have to spend about $100,000. So H-1B is out of the question for the purposes of art. However, you could move to United States on a seasonal visa, work visa, but that kind of visa means that you are leaving at one point. It isn't like H-1B visa where you're moving to United States to work with intent to stay there forever. When you go on a seasonal, that seasonal work is going to end, and you are out of there. You better pack quickly because ICE, them not mess around. On Europe, no, like it when Biden was president, and to be honest, really, like to United States, if I really wanted to go to United States illegally, I could do it tomorrow. All I have to go there and just go and overstay my visa, my 3-month visa. I'm gonna be mad one day. Whiteboards. And it, like it's not that easy to get to Europe as well. You have to do it illegally, right? Although, like, Europe does. Italian government just said that they are going to, and Italy is kind of nationalist at the moment, I think, government wise, that they are going to give like 100,000 visas for foreign workers because they don't have enough people working in Italy. Too much socialism. People like to not work too much. Same as Greece or Spain. Mandatory siestas. This for, oh shit, I'll be just out of luck. 4, 7. I'll try to cut something out. Out of any European country, I like Poland better nowadays. I seriously don't think there is a better place to live in than in Poland in Europe. That problem does have its Poland does have its problems. Not even like in focus. You could do something. Macron. Sometimes I wonder. It happens in Poland as well. You know, you have politicians that are completely untrustworthy. Let's committed some kind of great scam, but people still vote for them. No problem. I mean, why? I don't know. Not a huge believer in democracy at the moment. It's second. This is the right hand of. Oh, yeah. I feel like having going out for a smoke. Okay, now we have everything almost. In freeze. Mark down. Now we have 7. We have 2 4s. 7, 9, 8. 10.5. 3 4s. 3 3s. Palette. Alien Earth is trying to push corporal model. Oh, that show, that show was like a beautiful dancer. Hey, Abshik. Alien Earth was like a beautiful dancer, starting her routine with a nice, beautiful dance, and then just at the end, just fell flat on her face, tripped over her own legs. That shows exactly. That's what I think about that show. So good in the beginning, so interesting in the beginning, so completely fucking disappointed, awful by the end. Thanks for the raid. Hello. Hello. The alien has it bad. I wonder how Predator is going to fare, because that dirty Predator movie that's soon going to happen, the Predator Badlands or something. That looks like it's going to not be very good. design-wise, it's a pretty huge gamble on their part. The fun is the sheep. I actually don't get why people find that Oculus thing so fascinating as a new alien. Like, I simply don't know why the fascination of everybody with that new alien, because it's, I guess people just gave it was like a blank check, because that alien does absolutely nothing of interest, really, but it has like potential to do something, and people really liked it for some reason. Alien is a cool franchise. Alien was a cool franchise. There hasn't been a good Alien movie in 30 years. More than 30 years. But it was good in Alien. You have Alien 1 and 2, classics. Great movies. Then you have Alien 3. Great movie, but not as good as the first two. Then you have, what? Alien Resurrection. Alien Resurrection is so bad, but so funny at the same time, because of how bad it is. It's like a comedy action flick, pretty much. It's what every other horror movie like that was doing at the same time. It wasn't innovative in any way. It's like, it had some great, like the monsters, great. Some visual effects were cool, really cool. But everything else was bad about it. Then what? You have Prometheus, which was crap. Then you had the Covenant, which was crap. And also insulting, because it messed with the aliens lore. Like retroactively changing stuff. And now it's this. What else? Romulus was. I didn't watch Romulus. That I'll give you. If it was good, it was good. But hey, Arup. Yeah, I can show you if you want. Baba yetu yatami. Że do niego jest krawacik. I okularsy. Ale te okularsy będą przezroczyste później. Baba yetu lie in booty yetu ami. Actually, it was I think it was an anniversary of Civ 4 and this song recently, because I saw on the composer of this track, he was like writing a post about being so grateful because this song changed his entire career of music making, made him big, and for a good reason. It's like, this track has won best Civ 4. I think it won the best music on Games Awards back then. A nie ma sprawy, dziękuję. Należy się za to 2 suby. Za pokazanie figurki. All right, so I need 7 by 10. Oh, wait a second. What did I haven't done anything. 5 by 15. 5 by 13. It's gonna be 17. That's not going to come into one. I need another. So I don't know. Romulus might have been good, but I haven't watched it. It looked shit simply because it was Ridley Scott. If I remember, it was Ridley Scott that wrote it, right? Wrote it and directed. And Ridley Scott has really become a pompous piece of shit. Like I recently seen his like interview with him, and he said the movies nowadays are so bad I only watch my own movies. Son of a bitch. How can you be so full of yourself? Uh, 5 by 14, 5 by 8, 5 by 13. Wait a second, 13? Because it's left land. That's a big mold right there. Five, but I still will have 5 by 8, so inch, another 5. Well, that's 5 by 8. 5. 8. I have a huge craving to watch Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I hadn't watched that movie in a while, and I've been thinking about it recently. I still need 3. That's 4. That's bullshit. Five, 3, 3. One time I had a really good dream when I was movie director and I remade a Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon as a Star Wars movie. And what a good movie that would be, instead of, like, imagine the plot of the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Like, imagine the sequel trilogy didn't happen, and it's same cast, but you have, like, Rey instead of being Rey would be the girl character from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. That wants to steal the sword of Luke Skywalker. Ali Mubai would be Luke Skywalker and wanting to teach her. That would be a good movie. And the Green Destiny would be the green sword of, like, lightsaber of Luke Skywalker. That he no longer needs because he's so powerful, like Yoda with the Force, that he doesn't need to use a freaking lightsaber anymore. Wait a second. I'm missing. I need something. I still need 4. Let's see. Do I have any 5s? That's 7. 7, but that's a fucking big one. Just a big boy mold. We have this, we have this. No, but we need 8, 5, 5, 8. I need one more 8. This I have. Do I? No, I do not. I do not. Why am I checkmarking this? This is bullshit. Trying to. Nice sound of the rain outside. Soothing me. This work is bullshit. And people ask me, hey, why do you hate mold making? I don't know why, but on my mind, I only have recently South Park. All the recent South Park episodes and voices from that. I keep thinking about the voice of G.D. Vance in South Park. They spoofed him from a movie, if I remember. I remember distinctly that I watched the movie when I was younger, where there was a character like that, like the one that GD Vance plays. But I don't recall what it was. Where he's like like a little imp character. Excusez-moi. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Okay. Uh, 7 by 10. By 7, and we left with 5. Playing 6. Cha cha cha. Cha cha cha. Oh, I need 5. Hey Laguna, I am preparing right now at the moment borders for my molds. For all the bits and pieces of these statues, for every single part of the sculpt like this, and I will have a mold. Separate mold. But that mold, those molds need borders. Those borders are going to be this. I have to write everything down. Well, measure everything out. Put it on the board. Then cut the board. Assemble the molds. And then I can start molding and casting. Yes, I have everything. In the beginning of the stream, I wrote down every single measurement of every single part of these statues that I have to mold. So him, El Gato, and the frog and the this doesn't count because this is going to be molded and cast as a brush on mold. Although I could sculpt. I'll think about whether clever. No, it's not clever. Something you have to do. Nothing special about it. I just have to I kind of like bits and pieces because I have this board and I want as little waste as I can. So I only will have this waste, this waste, this. So I try to push everything around, move everything around so that I have as little waste as possible. And that's the only clever thing to do here. If you care about that stuff, because if you don't, then you just buy yourself more PCV board and don't do all that I do. But I try to save materials, try to limit my waste, the amount of crap that I of trash that I produce. This kind of trash, plastic. And up it there? No. That I wouldn't do. Although I do reuse stuff, like some. I will not throw out these borders. I will then use until I can those little pieces. In the basement I have more of these, but they are so dirty that is actually faster to measure out and cut new ones instead of going downstairs and try to clean those. But I do still reuse them. Right, so I have 10. That's 10. I'm missing 110. 4 by 10. I have this. Right hand. Fine. But I know where to start. That's fine by me. So let me up when it's all over. When I'm wiser and I'm older. Seven up. That's 13 plus 1, 21, 25. And I need 10. This ain't gonna work. Cool stuff. Fucking boring stuff. What are you all talking about? You know, I sometimes say that the amount of boredom on my channel can be lethal, but I mostly talk about lethal for the viewers. This is lethal for me. This is even more. This is more potent dose. This can kill me. And I'm like one of the most patient people that you ever known. Oh, what's the weather tomorrow? Hope it's not gonna rain. Might probably just jinxed it. Yeah, it's gonna rain. But Friday and Saturday are going to be pretty alright. And I don't mind that. And love is a crowd. Wylewana forma pod brownem. It's going to be wylewane formę pod brownem. Ale jeszcze nie teraz, bo browna trzeba kończyć rzeźbić. So wake me up when it's all over. But first I'm gonna mold and cast parts of him. Like I'm gonna first cast his hands and his glasses and his necktie. No, it's not finished. I have to polish those details. I'm also thinking about changing the position of this arm because I feel like it's too high up. It's actually anatomically incorrect because when you have your arm like that, you won't be able to twist your wrist in a way that he holds it. Your wrist won't twist like that. It's limited by your by your joints. So in order to have him aim like that, I would have to lower his elbow a little bit by a centimeter, and I'm pondering about that. I might actually do it. I don't know if I will. This pose is a little bit more dramatic, but it's like not anatomically correct because it fits more like this composition. However, it bothers me. These kind of details bother me. My perfectionism. Right, let's see. We have the dwarf 25. It's gonna be 5 centimeters of waist. Oh kurwa, it's tattoo. All the things you said, right into my head. Not enough. Mm. Anything she said, everything she said, running to my head, running to my head, running to my head. I'm going fucking insane here. And this fucking pen is not helping. Who put Chun-Li themes here? Who is responsible for this? Good night. Thanks for hanging out for a moment. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. Tenga, tenga, na, na. Aha. Right. Very limited the amount of waste. What's the time? 1 a.m. It already feels like it's 3 a.m. Fuck, I hate this job. We nerd 8 by no kurwa, jak to mówi młodzież w dzisiejszych czasach, syzyf. Hello Music. Dofinansowanie z rządu? Kurwa, z którego? Jakiego Donalda? Kurwa, nie dla mnie frykasy z KPO. To tylko dla ziomeczków z ten. Z rządu. Love this theme. Love this game. Do, 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 do. Gabriel Knight, I presume. Mhm. Kurwa. Jaka żaba? Kurwa, krasnal. Aha. Szło na artystów? Kurwa, ale na artystów zatwierdzonych przez rząd. Nie, nie artystów takich jak ja. Nierządnych, tylko rządowych. Poza tym brzydziłbym się brać takie pieniądze. Tak samo jakbym się brzydził popierać na przykład zasiłek dla bezrobotnych. Bywałem już bezrobotny i nie popierałem żadnego zasiłku. Mężczyźnie powinno być wstyd coś takiego zrobić. To mamy. To mamy. Czyli żaba cała gotowa. Teraz tak, Grzegorz Braun, ciało Brauno. 21 na 20 na 9. Kurwa. Słusznych rozmiarów jest pan Grzegorz. Mm, 29. Kurwa mać. Kurwa mać. Mało. Mało, mało, panie Grzegorzu, mało. Z tego nie przytniemy się. Ale no jak da, to już co jest. 17 na 10. 23, 28. Idealnie. Oh, you son of a bitch. Jakby tu w Suwałkach była tania, jak tam była... Kiedyś była, ale no... Kiedyś to było kiedyś. Jakaś działalność konfunii, to bym pewnie dołączył. Ale nie ma. Jedenaście, 17. Welcome. Wheaty, what are you planning to sculpt? Well, I already sculpted stuff. What I'm planning is molding casting and saying at the moment. I hope you're still here. I didn't miss your message for a while. What's the time? I might have not seen your message for a few minutes. So currently I'm doing this, which is I'm gonna cut out mold borders. These are going to be mold borders for this older sculpt of mine that is going to be a giveaway for subscribers of my Twitch chat. My cat, El Gato. Hello, sculpt. But also, I'm preparing molds for all these as well. And that's it. That's like this little bulletin board looking thing. It's what I'm gonna cut the mold borders out of. It's a pretty boring part of the sculpting process, but inescapable. I normally say that my streams, the amount of boredom that you can experience on my streams can be lethal. It can be a lethal dose, but that's for the viewers. This, however, this is a lethal dose of boredom, even for me. But it's something you have to do. So for example, this is going to be another statue that I'm currently working on that will require molding casting as soon as I'm done sculpting it. One day when I'm done sculpting it, it's gonna require paint. It's gonna require molding, casting, and then painting. It's too much material here, by the way. I need to cut down a little bit here. What's the time? It's like, what am I missing now? Grzegorz Brown, body, and Alfred body. But these are going to be big molds, and I need to buy more of the PCB because I won't be able to find scraps on which I'll be able to cut these shapes out of. By the way, what thickness is this? I think this is 5 millimeters. Yeah, it is. It's a little too thick. Normally, for my taste, I prefer 3 millimeters. Fucking expensive. Ay, zero. P150. 69. 69 Polish zloty. Expensive sheet. I used to buy it cheaper if I remember. But I do need it. I need it. And I'm gonna have to pay it. Piece of sheet. Wonder. Let's see. Maybe ChatGPT can find it for me cheaper. All right. Let's see. Fuck. Motherfucker. It found even more expensive ones. How is it even possible that I bought them? I would have cried if I had to buy in for this price before. So I must have gotten them somewhere cheaper 2-3 years ago when I bought them recently. Good luck. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry today the stream is so boring because it's this kind of programming. Come back one day when I'm doing mold, and I'm red with anger because I have to do it, or when I'm sculpting. Although I think I'm gonna end this piece of shit work for now, and I'm gonna just sculpt a little bit because I can't stand this anymore. I also need to cut those shapes now. I need to cut everything. I'll do that tomorrow. Or the day after tomorrow. Or never. Never sounds nice. Chandolin. Why did I even stream today? I'm angry with myself. Should have just put in. I should have put a movie on and just do this off stream like a regular person. Need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. What a boring life. Never winter nights. Uh-uh. I don't want the day to find out how. find this movie music. Ugh. So many bad memories of bad sounds of bad puzzle design. No, come back. That was this track that I wanted to hear. But where is it? This is not it. What's the time? It's almost time to end. Boring. All right. I think it's time. It's enough for today of streaming. I'm gonna try to find the rest of the videos that I wanted to post on YouTube. All right. So, anybody here still? Anybody has any questions? Anybody wants to know anything? It is time to end because fuck it. I don't feel like it. Who could I raid? Oh, Grass God. Ja jestem. Co? Ale po co? Jak ja koniec robię? Niech se znajdzie innego frajera do rajdowania. A ty się nie liczysz w ogóle, swoją drogą. Dobra. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Have a great day, have a great night, and see you tomorrow. Most likely I'll be streaming the same hours as today. Thanks, and have a good